हील फाउंडेशन के साप्ताहिक शो हेल्थ फॉर ऑल में आपका स्वागत है। आज के एपिसोड में हम वैक्सीनेशन की पहेली पर बात करेंगे।
Namaste and welcome to the first session of the 7th episode of Health for All. What better way than start the session with a yoga? We have with us Dr. Pooja Pandey, a certified yoga teacher.
If by chance you get COVID, what should you do? One very important point, you should not stress out. Okay, I've told this to every patient of mine. One is accepting that you are having COVID and you are trying your best to be at home, to be isolated and to be stress-free. So second very important point is you can start doing some mudra pranayam. Now what is mudra pranayam? Mudra pranayam is you keep your hands in certain mudras so that the effect is there in your body. And how do we do that? So there are few mudras which you can do. This is basically the fetus mudra. You keep your thumb inside and you make a fist. This is how the child is born. Now why the child does this mudra is because this increases oxygen in your body. So this is one mudra which you can do when you are a COVID patient. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to sit in a comfortable position, straight, and the environment has to be very, very peaceful, and you have to keep your hands like this. Gentle smile on your face and take a long deep breath in and breathe out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out completely. And slowly take your whole attention towards your breath. Your hands in fetus pose and breathe in and breathe out. दूसरा बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट प्राणायाम आप जो कर सकते हैं वो है चंद्रभेदी प्राणायाम। चंद्रभेदी प्राणायाम आप लेफ्ट नॉस्ट्रिल आप विष्णु मुद्रा में आ जाएंगे। ओके, और विष्णु मुद्रा ऐसे होता है, आपका थंब के बगल के 2 फिंगर्स को आप फोल्ड कर लेंगे और दूसरा फिंगर स्ट्रेट है। आप विष्णु मुद्रा में लेफ्ट नॉस्ट्रिल से 4 ब्रेथ लेंगे, होल्ड, और राइट नॉस्ट्रिल में 6 ब्रेथ आउट करेंगे।
We now move on to the next session, which is India at the cusp of breakthrough COVID vaccination rollout, learnings and challenges ahead? Is Omicron the mother of all variants, especially since it has mutations unlike the constellations that have been previously seen and can escape immunity? Will this be a challenge to India's vaccination rollout?
I don't think that way, because I was just seeing the data even in South Africa, where it is supposed to have originated. There is not alarming number of cases or deaths, particularly alarming cases. The deaths today is in 2 digits only, yesterday's figures, and in UK it is in 3 digits. I mean, the size of the country is the same. So I don't see any extra swing with the second new ball. I call it the second new ball because the one-day match has turned into a test match. And we had a first new ball Delta variant. This is the second new ball. So I don't see much swing in this second new ball. So I don't feel that it is a threat. And I was really concerned to see that they are going to now the Maharashtra government has said we have to vaccinate children also because the new variant has come. I don't see the logic because the new variant is new variant. We are using the vaccine which is from the old variant. And in any case, there is no, we just watch the data. Even in the country of origin, it is not creating a havoc as the people who have done the surveillance are predicting. It is one of those mathematical models which I feel may go off the mark.
आपने इसको हेवीली म्यूटेड वेरिएंट बोला है और आज के अखबारों में साउथ अफ्रीकन डॉक्टर्स ने उनके एसोसिएशन ने कहा है कि ये बिल्कुल माइल्ड है, तो इससे बहुत ज्यादा घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है, ये माइल्ड है वायरस से। तो हम क्या समझें इस वेरिएंट के बारे में? ये भी विवाद चल रहा है कि उसको कवर अप करने की कोशिश हो रही है, साउथ अफ्रीका में कंट्रोवर्सी भी चल रही है। तो आपके हिसाब से, इंडियन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, किसी अपग्रेडेड वैक्सीन की जरूरत है, बूस्टर की जरूरत है, या जैसा चल रहा है उससे काम चल जाएगा?
या जो है माइल्ड है या सीवियर है, म्यूटेशन, देखिए मैंने कहा था कि म्यूटेशंस बहुत हुए हैं बेस्ड ऑन एविडेंसेस। जो भाई मैंने उस वायरस को आइसोलेट नहीं किया है, वायरस की स्टडी नहीं किया, बट जो भी अवेलेबल एविडेंसेस है उस पर कहा। बट म्यूटेशंस होते रहते हैं, आरएनए वायरस है, इसमें म्यूटेशंस होते रहते हैं। हो सकता है 5 म्यूटेशंस भी उसको बहुत खतरनाक बना दे और 100 म्यूटेशन जो है वायरस के लिए खतरनाक हो जाए। तो म्यूटेशन ज्यादा होना ये कोई ऐसा इंडिकेशन नहीं है कि वह जो है अगर ज्यादा म्यूटेशंस हो गए तो बहुत खतरनाक हो गया, और कम म्यूटेशंस हुए, हो सकता है कम म्यूटेशंस होते हुए भी उसकी बॉन्डिंग जो है इस रिसेप्टर से जो होती है वह जो है इतनी मजबूत हो जाए कि वह जो है इन्फेक्टिविटी बढ़ा दे, उसकी सीवियरिटी बढ़ा दे, कुछ भी कर सकता है। तो जो ये जो अभी रिपोर्टेड है इसमें कि म्यूटेशंस काफी ज्यादा हुए हैं, स्पाइक प्रोटीन्स में काफी म्यूटेशंस ज्यादा हुए हैं। इसलिए जो है उस बेसिस पे म्यूटेशंस की नंबर ऑफ म्यूटेशंस ज्यादा हैं, इसलिए कहना जो है बहुत ही गलत होगा कि, और मैंने ऐसा कहा भी नहीं है कि उससे जो है उसकी सीवियरिटी या इन्फेक्टिविटी बढ़ी है। बस म्यूटेशंस हैं जो अवेलेबल एविडेंसेस है कि काफी म्यूटेशंस जो हैं हुए हैं। द सेकेंड क्वेश्चन जो बूस्टर का है, बूस्टर का मतलब होता है कि एग्जिस्टिंग इम्यूनिटी को बूस्ट करना। अगर ये कंप्लीटली न्यू वेरिएंट है, मान लीजिए स्पाइक प्रोटीन इतने चेंज हो गए हैं कि उसको एग्जिस्टिंग इम्यूनिटी जो है, जो वैक्सीन से है, उसको रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं कर रही है, तो बूस्टर देने से भी जो है कोई बहुत ज्यादा जो है फायदा नजर नहीं आता कि बूस्टर में दे के उसको बेनिफिट। हाँ, हो सकता है अगर कंप्लीटली न्यू वेरिएंट है और जिनको जो है नेचुरल इन्फेक्शन से एक्वायर्ड इम्यूनिटी नहीं है, उनको अगर न्यू वेरिएंट के अगेंस्ट मैं वैक्सीन लगाऊं तो उससे बेनिफिट मिलने की प्रोबेबिलिटी है। बट एग्जिस्टिंग बूस्टर लगा के ये मेरे समझ में नहीं आता कि उससे कोई बेनिफिट होने वाला है। जहां तक मुझे लगता है ऐसा कोई भी बेनिफिट नहीं होगा अगर साइंस की मैं बात करूं तो।
We now move on to a very important topic on overview of vaccine and where are we on its vaccination in India.
So can you, sir, throw some light on what prompted the government to increase the cap, and what is the current scenario on the 2 doses gap in Covishield? Will it remain the same, or you're doing a rethinking of some sorts?
So we started with 4 weeks, although at that time some countries and there was WHO was also saying let us have it at 3 months. But the primary data which was at that time, the only data was from the vaccine trial data, and the trial started with 4-week interval. 4 weeks later, we looked at the data again and it looked like that 8 weeks may be appropriate. But by that time, our local Indian data had come and also additional data from UK had come, that if we increase the interval, then the vaccine works better. And it is biologically also true that when you increase the dosage between 2 doses of the vaccine, the immune response, antibody response is better. The original data, whereby I would say default, there were large number of individuals in the original AstraZeneca trial where interval was more than 3 months. It was going up to 6 months. And they found that maximum protection was coming from there. So we decided to go in for this 3 to 4 month interval at that time. Our own data was showing. And over the time, we find that this interval has done very well, because here in this kind of a framework, the second dose actually works almost like a booster. We have set up a national vaccine tracking platform where we are looking at if there is sudden any breakthroughs start occurring. But it is not happening. So this, for the time being, the interval will remain same.
So you also said, talked about in October, you said about Zydus Cadilac's COVID-19 vaccine ZyCoV-D will start in the next 2-3 weeks. So what is the situation, sir? And where are we? Where is India with respect to new vaccines coming in the near future, sir?
Let us take about ZyCoV-D. In fact, it's a matter of pride and honor that ZyCoV-D came to India. It is world's first DNA vaccine, and this technology people have been working for almost 3 decades, but it didn't work so well. but India has come out with this technology. And it is the greatest advantage is what we call plug and play. You can change. So, for example, we are hearing this new Omicron variant. And if a vaccine is to be prepared in about 2.5 or 3 months, we can have a new vaccine of DNA based or similarly mRNA based vaccine. So the second thing is, but it has a slow production line. So that is a limitation at the time, but I am told the manufacturers inform that the manufacturing is going to go up very rapidly in coming weeks and months. And now we know finally the vaccine, the manufacturer will probably deliver the first batch of 1 crore doses sometime next week, means in first week, 1 week or 10 days of December. And these locations, it will be rolled out in limited geographical regions because the number of doses are less. We have a very robust pipeline for new vaccines. So there is mRNA vaccines, Genova's mRNA vaccine, which I think is going to be game changer for the whole world. It can be stored at 2 to 8 degrees, and phase 3 trials have started, I think somewhere in January. That should be available to our people. And it is much lower dose, so side effects are likely to be less as compared to Moderna and Pfizer. Then there is biological E is coming with a protein subunit, something like what is called hepatitis B की तरह vaccine जो होती है. That is also a protein subunit. And so this vaccine is called Corbavax. They are doing phase 3 as well as in pediatric population. Serum Institute is also coming up with a vaccine called Covavax, which is also protein subunit, and that vaccine is also going to come up very soon by January or so. Third vaccine, which is going to be very exciting, is intranasal vaccine. The trials are already going on for phase 3 for intranasal vaccine, and this is from Bharat Biotech. And again, this is a transformative. This is a vectored vaccine. First time in the world that a nasal vaccine has come in. We are looking up to with a lot of excitement because ease of delivery is there. You put a small amount of vaccine into your nose and that's it. So it is no injection.
India has the largest adolescent population in the world, estimated at about 253 million by UNICEF. National Serological Survey data suggests about 60% of children have been exposed to coronavirus since the start of pandemic and are likely to have built up some immunity from past infection. You have been a leading pediatrician from AIIMS, sir. The Premier Institute, you also said that rollout of pediatric COVID vaccine will start by mid-October 2021 in India. But why this delay? When India will see the vaccine rollout for kids and for what age group and in what phase manner, sir?
So till 10 days ago, 33 countries had introduced pediatric immunization. 44 countries had introduced vaccine for children. And I think this number must have increased as of today. So this number is increasing. So the point you are trying to make is the number of countries who are introducing pediatric vaccination is rapidly increasing, and even many of the low and middle income countries where their overall adult immunization is poor, they have also introduced. Children are our most precious asset, and we certainly don't want anything which is inimical to their quality of survival and overall wellness. So one thing which has happened in India is that today whatever seropositivity we find in children indicate natural infection because none of them have been vaccinated. So you mentioned 60-65% in July. As of today, it appears more than 80% or 85% of children are infected or seropositive. And this also indicates the population positivity for natural infection. So it's a very high proportion. Now, the second important thing is that children practically do not suffer severe disease and hospitalization, and death is extremely uncommon. Government is coming up with a very comprehensive program for children within next 1 or 2 weeks. We have prioritizing a list those who have comorbidities will be given the vaccine first. And very soon we are coming out, and by hope that by first quarter of the coming year, we should be able to start vaccination for healthy children.